As we know, rich people always need security for their safety, and for this, they spend thousands of dollars and even millions. Giant companies spend huge amounts on the personal security measures of their executives. Now, the question is, how do they do it? Well, it can include buying commodities like private jets for them, or using high technology to keep them safe at all times. In today's video, we will see how do the richest billionaires spend on security. So, let's start the countdown without any further delay. Number 10. Jack Patrick Dorsey. Jack Patrick Dorsey is a philanthropist and technology entrepreneur. Most people know him as the founder and CEO of Square, which is a financial payments company, and the founder and CEO of Twitter, which really doesn't need any introduction. The net worth of Mr. Jack is $12.9 billion, and the cost of his personal security is $68,500, which was revealed in 2016 in an SEC filing. The filing revealed that his social networking site Twitter paid him a handsome amount for protective detail and residential security. Well, his security expenditures may have increased in 2019 as his Twitter account was hacked on August 30th, 2019. Number 9. Eric Schmidt. Eric Schmidt is a software engineer and American businessman. If we talk about his jobs, then back in 2001, he started working as the Chief Executive Officer of Google. He worked there till 2011, and in 2011, he worked as Executive Chairman of Alphabet Incorporated. In 2017, he was promoted to the post of Technical Advisor at Alphabet, and he served there till 2020. Now, if we take a look, he worked a lot, so how can his net worth not be in the billions? So he has $18.5 billion under his name today. In 2018, Eric stepped down as Google chairman, and in 2017, the company paid $300 on his security. Number 8. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is an American investor, philanthropist, business tycoon, and the chief executive officer and chairman of Berkshire Hathaway. The net worth of Mr. Buffett is around $96.3 billion, which makes him the 6th richest man in the world. Now, let's come to the expenses of his personal security. You will be amazed to know that there were no security costs reported by Berkshire Hathaway associated with protecting its CEO until 2008. But after that, they spent $375,000 on his security. Now, you might be thinking, what made them spend this much? Let me tell you. They made his security this much tighter after a person with camouflage paint on their face and a fake gun tried to break into his house. In 2017, the company spent $375,000 on its security, which shows a 16% increase from the security expenses 5 years prior. I guess this really shook them. Number 7. Tim Cook. Tim Cook is an American business executive, engineer, and philanthropist. He previously served as Apple's chief operating officer under Steve Jobs, who is the co-founder of the company, and he is currently working as the chief executive officer of the company. The net worth of this 6-year-old Alabama native is $1 billion. Being CEO of Apple, Tim Cook needs high personal security. According to a proxy statement filed in January, Apple spent $45,783 on the private security of the CEO in 2019. If we compare it with the security cost of 2018, then it is 104% up that. Tim Cook's travel cost has also increased by 239%. Well, it is a moderate expenditure by Silicon Valley standards, and especially when it is Apple, which is one of the world's most valuable companies. But still, Apple is trying its best to protect itself from the brunt of the US-China trade war. Number 6. Dara Khosla. Dara is a businessman and mostly known as the chief executive of Uber with a net worth of $250 million. He has previously worked as the CEO of Expedia Group, which owns some travel fare aggregators. In March 2020, a proxy statement which was filed by Uber revealed that in 2019, the company spent $596,554 on his personal security and business. If we compare it with the security cost of 2018, then we see a significant drop. Uber's IPO filing unveiled that the compensation of the CEO is $2 million for personal security, which is almost equivalent to his bonus. Furthermore, Uber paid him $1,392,569 for user-provided vehicles and personal travel. Number 5. Sundar Pichai. Sundar Pichai is an Indian-American business executive. He is the chief executive officer of Google and Alphabet Incorporated as well. This extremely successful person was born in Chennai, India, and studied metallurgical engineering at IIT Kharagpur. If we talk about his net worth, then Sundar has $600 million under his name. Now, let's have a look at the security cost of the CEO of Google. Being one of the most valuable companies, Google has spent a cool amount of $1.2 million on the private security of its CEO, which is double from the previous year as the company spent $680,000 on its security team back then. Wondering why there's a sudden rise in his security? Let me tell you. In 2018, a 38-year-old active shooter named Nassim entered YouTube's San Bruno campus. There, he shot 3 employees and then herself. After the attack, YouTube said it was increasing its security. According to a Google spokesperson, stepping up Pichai's security was a part of a more general trend. Rather than this, Pichai's security was also doubled between 2016 and 2017. Number 4. Jeff Bezos. Yes, we are talking about the world's second richest person, Jeff Bezos. He is an American internet entrepreneur, media proprietor, industrialist, and investor. He is also the CEO and founder of Amazon, a multinational technology company. The current net worth of Jeff Bezos is $108.6 billion, which makes him the world's second richest person. Now, let's talk about his security. If we take a deep look, then our man doesn't like to spend much on security, at least not publicly. Still, his personal security costs around $1.6 million. According to Forbes, Amazon did not change the security cost of Bezos since 2012, even if its wealth has grown by $113 billion. Bezos pays separately for his personal protection, reported by an Amazon spokesperson. Furthermore, in 2018, a Seattle city planning permit revealed that the company paid $180,000 to install bulletproof panels in the office of the CEO, and that permit was granted in January 2019. Those bulletproof panels can hold out against multiple shots and a military assault rifle. Well, we can't examine the security bills of our billionaire completely, but in 2019, Bezos' security chief stated that the billionaire gave him a blank check. Wondering why? Let me tell you. That check was to start an investigation after some texts of Bezos were leaked, which he sent to Lauren Sanchez, a former TV anchor. The security chief also said that Bezos asked him to spend whatever it took to find out the person who leaked the texts. And after investigations, it was concluded that Saudi Arabia was behind the leak. Number 3. Larry Ellison. Lawrence Joseph Ellison is an American business magnate, a philanthropist, and investor. He is also the co-founder, the chief technology officer, and the executive chairman of Oracle Corporation with a net worth of $89.7 billion. According to Oracle, it pays the cost of protecting its co-founder and chief technology officer primary residence. According to Forbes, this residence can be Larry's Japanese-inspired Woodside estate located in California, but still, the company doesn't talk about it. If we talk about the security expenses, then it's $1.6 million. And I think spending this much for the security of a person who owns $89.7 billion is a no-brain drain. Number 2. Sheryl Sandberg. Sheryl Sandberg is an American business executive, philanthropist, and billionaire. She is currently working as the chief operating officer of Facebook. Furthermore, she is the founder of Lean In Organization. And in 2012, she became the first woman to serve on the Facebook board. The net worth of Sheryl Sandberg is almost $1.8 billion, and her security costs $4.3 million. If we compare it with her 2018 security costs, then they climbed by 168%, which is a huge difference. Number 1. Mark Zuckerberg. Here we are with Mark Zuckerberg, or as we call him, the father of the internet. Mark Zuckerberg is an American media magnate, philanthropist, and internet entrepreneur. He is greatly known for co-founding Facebook Incorporation, an American technology conglomerate. He is also the chairman, controlling shareholder, and chief executive officer of Facebook, with a net worth of $105.8 billion. The total security of Zuckerberg cost $23 million, which is a really huge amount. In 2018, Facebook spent $10 million on Zuck's personal security, which is $2.5 million higher than the previous year. Furthermore, he got a pre-tax allowance worth $10 million, which was to manage with additional costs, keeping him and his family safe. Wondering why Zuckerberg needs this much security? Let me explain why. In an SEC filing, Facebook said, The public rage directed towards Facebook was part of the reason for Zuckerberg's high security spend. He is synonymous with Facebook, and as a result, negative sentiment regarding our company is directly associated with and often transferred to Mark Zuckerberg. So, that's it, folks. We are done with today's topic of how much do the richest billionaires spend on security. Now it's time for you to share your thoughts. What do you think about these security costs? How much would you spend on your security if you were a billionaire? Tell us if you know about any other billionaires who spent a lot on their security. If you enjoyed the video, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos.